Hi there. Right, okay. So first question or answer is how much boost did it make? So I'll show you a couple of clips now and it will show you where I was at. Right, okay, so driving it around about an hour, hitting what equates to about 11 psi. So I'm happy with that. That's a good baseline. Driving it around, testing it, revs right out. It did hit the limiter, as you can see in the clip, about 6,500 RPM. So I will probably up that. Because if you look at the boost line, it's lovely and flat. All that spike that I had at the beginning as well, when initial boost kicks in, that's all gone. So I'm guessing that's all down to the fact that the original wastegate diaphragm was no good, or sticking, or just not performing as it should do. So anyway, that's all done and now sorted. The problem I got is, after about an hour or so, I started... put my foot down and no boost whatsoever, like zero. Will not, yeah, nothing, no positive pressure at all. Unfortunately, the laptop died. I need to get a new one. The laptop died, so I couldn't actually retrieve any of the data off of it. All I managed to do was I managed to save the screen capture that you saw, but that's it. That's all I got. So yeah. So again, I'm going to be taking this wastegate off, it looks like. I'd obviously do a few tests first and check for the boost pipes, make sure they're all connected. They all look fine. I can hear a dump valve very slightly if it reads like 1 psi at 4 RPM. So yeah, it looks like the wastegate is going to be another issue. It might be stuck open, I'm guessing. Yeah, if that is the case, I'm just going to replace it for a genuine one and hope the flanges line up. That's the only reason I didn't go for it before is because yeah, I didn't want to have to refabricate the manifold or downpipe, but this wastegate has caused me so much issues that I think it's just going to have to be done, which may mean taking all the manifold and everything back off. If it doesn't line up, I'm hoping it will, because it's a copy, so I'm hoping the copies are very similar. But yeah, let's get testing and see if I can actually diagnose this wastegate as the problem, and go from there. Right, let's get to it. Right, so initial taking it apart, I thought I'd just double check the turbo, and that is, I don't know if you'll see, it's a bit dark in there, but that is spinning lovely, no problems there. So the turbo's not it's not fucked, so that's good. What I did find though, see we've got a nipple there, and a vacuum pipe has blown off of it. Now, it's a redundant pipe, well it goes to the boost controller, which obviously is not in use yet. But could that be leaking so much air that it can create any pressure? I wouldn't have thought that leak is all it needed. I would have thought you'd be looking at a complete pipe off. But obviously it's not right. So cross your fingers, maybe that is who the issue is. But what I'm going to do while I'm here, I'll take the pipe off of the wastegate, put some airline on it, see if I can see it moving, connect this other pipe up. I won't fully rebuild it, I'll just take it out as it is and see how it performs. Oh, that would be really that'd be really good if that's all it was. I don't know, I can't see it. As I say, that's such a small leak. It didn't really create it to lose all of its boost pressure, or 1 psi was maximum I could make. So, well, let's test the wastegate, connect the pipes back up if I get no problems with the wastegate. Let's take it for a drive again with a good battery, hopefully, in the laptop. Right, so this is the bottom line off of this wastegate. I'm just going to give it a bit of air in there. and see if we can hear this wastegate moving inside. Now, I don't know if you can hear that, I'm hoping you can, but that is moving lovely in there. So there's nothing stuck there, whether it's cooled down and has allowed it to move, or it's not a problem at the moment. So I'm going to leave the wastegate as it is, get it all built back up, take it for a drive with this pipe reconnected, and go from there. Right, let's give this a go and see if we've got any boost. Doesn't appear so. Or at least I'm getting a reading. It feels like it's got something, but I'm not getting any reading on the gauge. PSI that time. It felt quicker than 2 PSI, but yeah, something more to look into. Okay, so as you saw, still no boost, or very, very small amounts of boost, like 2 PSI. I think I saw at one point in time. You can hear that the wastegate's not, or the dump valve isn't letting off any pressure when you let off the throttle, making a very, very quiet noise. So it is obviously it's correct that there's no boost. Doesn't feel that quick, but yeah. So I've either got a massive air leak, which I can't find. So what I will do with that one is I'm going to get a smoke machine, which fills the intake tract full of smoke, or pressurized smoke, and it will show any leaks. I think that's the first step I'm going to do. If that doesn't show up with anything, then it can only really be the wastegate. I don't know what else can cause those problems. All of the pipes are connected that I can see, all the clamps are on, that's all of the fittings or the intercooler. So yeah, unless, as I say, it has got a leak somewhere that I'm not seeing, which of course is possible. So yeah, I'll get that tested first. I won't be able to strip it down now anyway, it's red hot. So yeah, I'll get that tested first, then I'll have to start looking at the wastegate, I guess. I don't really know what else it could be causing a lack of boost like that. So yeah, let's get a smoke machine, and then go from there. Right, so this is my smoke machine. Connects up to the battery. There's a cable running there, and to airline, and then we can just apply smoke. We turn it on, you see the red light comes on, we turn up the pressure in there, and you can see air, smoke comes out. So what I've done is bunged up the turbo, and the port goes in, and we'll just let that pressurize. So we'll give that a couple of minutes and see if it shows any leakage. Right, so it's been pressurised for quite some time. The main concentrations are all around all of the joints, all the silicone hoses, all the intake pipes, around the dump valve, and the intercooler and the front. And well, I say there's not a single leak. There is. This pipe here has a tiny little pinhole leak in one of the welds. So that will need addressing, but that would have been there the whole time, so it's not causing my problem this time. So obviously I've got a different issue, but yeah, it's definitely not a boost leak. If I just pop this pipe off now, you'll see how much smoke there is in there. There we go, look. So all of that would have been pressurized, and it's not showing any signs of it. So yeah, time to look elsewhere. So what I think I'm going to do is test the wastegate. Now I'm not going to take it off if I can help it. What I'm probably going to do, if I can, just take that out of the way. See if I can take the wastegate, the dump pipe off, which is this one here. Yeah, there's one here. See if I can take that off and seal it up. Then put some smoke up the exhaust and see if it comes back out through the wastegate. So because I'm creating no boost, I'm suspecting it's staying open. So if that is the case, all the exhaust will come back up, or the smoke should come back up the exhaust, through the manifold, out the wastegate and out the port if it's not sealed. And if it does that, it confirms 100% it's a wastegate leak, which is why it's not creating any boost. So that's what I think I'm probably going to do now. It's going to take me a little while to set that up, but I'll set it up and then I'll show you the results. So what I'm trying first is I've just bunged it up in the exhaust, leaving it all connected and just seeing whether I've got external leaks past that clamp where the wastegate bolts on. Yeah, I'll leave that to pressurise now, because obviously if it's leaking past the clamp or anywhere on the manifold really, then obviously I've got a problem there. So I'll leave that to build up, see what the result is. Right, so it is leaking from the V-band at the bottom of the downpipe, but it's not leaking from the wastegate. So what I'm going to try and do now with the smoke in it is disconnect the clamp, and if I do it with the smoke in, it will tell me make sure that the smoke is getting there and enough to determine there is a leak, and then I'll tape off, I say, the like dump tube side of it, so I can see the open port of the wastegate and see if it's leaking out of there. And yeah, I'll get back to you once I've got that apart and what it's doing. And there we have it. So couldn't do it quite as easy as I was hoped. So I've took the downpipe off, connected it straight into the back of the turbo, and you can see smoke is pouring out of the wastegate. So yeah, it's not sealing for whatever reason. So yeah, I'll wet the wastegate off. I'll see if it can be fixed, but I think I'm probably just gonna have to bite the bullet, I'm afraid. So yeah, let's rip this apart then, see what's what. Holy shit. So, fire ring, all good. You can see it wasn't leaking past it in any way. And what you can notice is that it's completely changed colour. So this has been getting very hot. The reason why it's been getting hot is because it has exhaust gases passing through it continuously. The reason why that's happened, its piston's gone. Holy shit. So yeah, I don't think there's any repairing that one. That is toast. So yeah, I've got no choice really. I'm gonna have to put a new one on. Oh. Right, okay, so I'll get one ordered up. I might end the video here because we know what the problem is. Yeah, might take a while to get one, so I might leave it here, or I might just continue it if I get a new one in time. But how do I rate the cheap eBay wastegates? Not very well. Oh well, let's get it fixed.